done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
A December chill is in the air coming off of Lake Erie, but folks here bundled up, ready for football at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Start the drive. Now he's loose at the 40. Breece Hall.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. As Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll run with Hall.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Rodgers wants to change the look. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll look to run with Hall.
Well, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown.
And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 16.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Back to throw, Watson.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 50, it's Watson.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. Looking ahead.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. And some room to work.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 45 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Watson.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
3rd and 3.
It's a pickup of 13.
Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. 21-0 our score after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Watson. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Buying time to his left. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
On 4th down, Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
15 more yards. That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Goodwin from a yard out.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership. And leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're on a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback, reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Third down and 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
All again on second down. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Called that a very strong gain of 24. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers under pressure. They got him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw. Watson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful. Onside kick try.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 3. Read option. This is Gibbs.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Being chased out left.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Lance
steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Back ready. Red, yellow. Set.
On second down, here's Lance.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Now Lance. Down inside the 10.
And he's brought down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. Gibbs is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Back north. Go to 50. Hey, you block over 26.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Rodgers now on first down.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's still on his feet.
The way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
60 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He'll buy some time right.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the
Jets pressure too much as down he goes. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing now is Lance.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku from 19 yards away. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point good by Hopkins. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball again on second down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, New York.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Hall again on second down.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he caught it up, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
128 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Dancing to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Leveled everything.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. That pass complete to Moore.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Now 1st and goal. Here's Lance.
Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Lance looks to throw again.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
10. Ready.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Here it is. 4th and inches.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Back to throw. Rodgers.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Down the right sideline.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, well, all eyes